Welcome back, this is Mdawg, and we are playing the Lord of the Rings Online. We have new 64-bit servers, and we are logged into one of those two brand new 64-bit servers. And the one we're on is Angmar. The other one is actually Mordor, and it's in the EU, which I understand the EU has not had, I don't know if ever or since a long time, I don't know, sort of its own server, localized server where perhaps they will get a little less lag. But lag is the name of the game. Supposedly, these new upgraded from 32-bit servers to 64-bit servers is finally going to decrease the persistent issue in the Lord of the Rings Online, which was frankly lag. So I'm going to start off with I think it's my favorite class in the game. It's certainly top 3. Lore Master, Champion, Rune-Keeper. There's other classes I love too. This game is like always just been just love this MMO. But a lot of that has to do with because of Middle-earth source material, right? And so I think that the classes are all really fascinating in this game. But we're going to play a Rune-Keeper whose name is Barak because of, well, lore-wise, we're going to really focus in on lightning, or try to, in terms of our character. So I thought it'd be fun to play this character, and let's kind of see what happens when we log in. I'm curious as we connect to the 64-bit server for the first time, kind of what that looks and sounds and feels like. And I don't know exactly what, if anything, I'm really gonna do with ongoing footage or you know, playing this character. That really just depends on how much and how long I play the character and what makes sense in terms of content. Let me know if you have any ideas, I suppose, if you're interested. But for now, let's just log in, and maybe I can just kind of pause and unpause the video to show you a few sort of action moments as we gain our first few levels and engage in our first few quests. But we'll see how this goes. By the way, if it matters, for what it's worth, I've been playing this game now since it first came out, but very much off and on. Probably more off than on, but at times I've been really into it. Guess I could have paused it, but I've given you the full loading screen here. Okay, so we, I guess, I don't know, by default, whatever, we skip the tutorial. Yeah, I can't wait to start just like get out there and run around a little bit. I think the big thing's going to be combat. Okay, I'm going to sort of pause the video. I need to make some adjustments to settings and stuff that I always do. And like I said, once we start engaging with quests and stuff, I'll at least give you a little bit of content as we move into the beginning of this character's journey. What a fun experience, just standing here in town, enjoying our new character as people are just shooting off fireworks, celebrating the new server. It really is kind of cool. So I think I have all the options set up sort of the way, at least mostly the way that I typically do when I start a new character, as best I can remember. We keep getting new titles. Oh, yeah, you know what? Actually, I think it's better to, especially the gold one, maybe not open that at level 1, but whatever. One thing I did not realize, because I'm not sure if I've ever actually done it quite like this, but when you start unlocking anniversary gifts, you fill up your inventory as you can see, I have almost no room in my inventory. Now, I think the reason why this is like that is that it's already in my... Sorry, I just randomly saw that one that we could get rid of. And we can't quite do the quest turn-ins for those yet. So one thing I'm gonna have to do is, even as we begin questing, I'll probably have to take a minute and run up to the vault and just drop off some of this stuff. Put it in our different banks spaces and inventory stuff, because I mean right now we're okay for a little while, but you can start filling up, especially as you get a little higher level, you start filling up that stuff. Anyway, let's do some quests here. Let's get rid of some of these quest things. So again, whenever possible, we're going to try to do, okay, this is a heal. We're going to try to do lightning oriented attacks. Now fiery reticle. Is going to be fire damage, and we want to... I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright, so let's see what our first quest is here.
Thank goodness you're awake.
We're supposed to go check on...
Amdir seems very ill.
Go check on Amdir, which you know more about Amdir if you actually have played through the tutorial.
Do not trouble
Important character here in the early stages of our adventures. And unbelievable. We actually are in the midst of Strider here, right from the beginning of the game.
There are too many deeds to be done, all pressing, and none of them easy.
I guess we'll do the robe. We are playing a Rune-Keeper.
Perhaps you can help, my friend. Captain Brackenbrook.
Alright, go talk to Captain Brackenbrook. Let's go to our inventory. And got our first little upgrade there. Oh, Brackenbrook. Forgot how close you were. We don't have to go far.
I don't like the look of those.
Okay, so we're going to now see if anyone believes the warning. He's at least allowing us to check with the different citizens. She thinks that they are safe. She is not worried at all. Really like the look of Barak. I like this character we've created.
Hello there.
He believes that Archet is safe from danger as well.
How can I be of service?
Okay, Strider. Nobody believes me. I guess I'm gonna...
Alas for peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people,
The
with evil
wonderful...
intentions, will commit evil deeds. Before you try to fight, you must learn what skills you may from the trainer.
I just love the level up animation. So significant levels, you get that full graphical animation. Alright, specialization needed. Oh, we are Solitary Thunder. 100%. Yeah, I mean, it's not even a question, right? Okay, we have 1 point available. It gives us Ceaseless Argument, which is just another lightning skill available. So, I mean, I think we have to do that. Look at all the lightning skills we have. Okay, so we're going to move fire up there. Alright. So, a basic lightning rune deals damage and builds atonement. We get 2 atonement. It's a 1 second stun, and it requires attunement. It's going to cost 2 power. What is this guy doing? Deals lightning damage and lowers target's tactical mitigation. It attunes 3. 3-second cooldown, 3-second cooldown, 15-second duration. This appears to be instant. All right, sustaining bolt. It's stronger when used at a greater battle attunement. +5 to -5 power. It attunes 3. And ceaseless argument. 1 power cost, attunes 1. It looks like it's like the weaker version of Scribe Spark, but we'll find out for sure once we're out in the wild. So we are definitely trying to lean into the lightning.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Fiery. No way. No way. The first attack, first ability they want us to use is Fiery Reticle. Will we do that? No. We're going to test some of these other abilities first. Kind of watch the cooldown. Okay, I was wrong. Alright, let's look at this again. They're almost equal in damage. But this one does attune more. And it stacks up to 3 times. And then we can do Sustaining Bolt anytime, but it's going to be more powerful when we are fully attuned. Alright, now you see we're getting attuned. Now we're fully attuned, so I think it would just do a lot more damage now. Boom! There it goes. And it looked like it used 3 of these. Okay, now let's do the Fiery Reticle so we can finish the quest. Alright.
How can I be of service?
Okay. A lot more DPS and a lot more armor. All right, Strider.
Do you feel confident in what you have learned?
Let's.
Dear, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
Strider just said, "Are you ready to start your great adventure?"
Those rangers one bit.
Okay. So this is the first time we're actually leaving town with our lightning abilities. All right, let me think about how to do this. How do we go to... Actually, I think it's under skills. Yes. So it's under mounts. How do we like the way this looks? I think that's... I don't know. Ooh, no, whoa. That's way too gaudy for where we are here at level 2. No. No. That looks awesome, but no. Okay. That's definitely... I'm realizing that we sort of just need some normal looking horse mounts. All we have is like fancy stuff. Sorry. Okay, these are cool. We'll just go with this for now. I need to bind a certain key to that. Something I haven't set up that I normally do have set up. Now we do have the fleet-footed goat. That's of course for Mordor. By the way, one of the things about these legendary or whatever they're calling them servers is that max level right now is 50. They'll just sort of slowly release the expansions over time. Okay, so we're supposed to complete a quest for Caldercob here.
Well, well, if it isn't the rumor monger.
Okay. Let us begin. I think a lot of these abilities, yeah. So I don't know if you could see that, but if you look at the skills down on my skill bar, it's sort of a dance in terms of... Wow, we just hit level 3 already. In terms of cooldown. And that's why like some abilities aren't available immediately. But, and this has been the case for a while now. At a low level, you just are doing so much damage. Now it'll even out, but for right now it just feels like you do so much damage pretty much no matter what class you're playing. This isn't just like a Rune-Keeper thing at early level. You're gonna almost one-shot whatever you fight here at this low level. Okay, one thing I haven't noticed much of, I don't know if I've noticed any, and that's that Lotro lag that's just been present for so long. It's been present for so long, you really get used to it. You played this game a lot. And then every once in a while you're like, ooh, why is there lag? But it does feel like perhaps there's not. We are just rushing things. Okay. So, I like the loot system a lot in Lotro. It holds it in a sort of a pending loot bag, and then you have an hour to decide, do I want to keep the loot that I've picked up, or is there anything that I just want to toss aside, or sort of gives you the option to be in control of that, which I really like that a lot. It's always been one of my favorite loot systems. So I was expecting, the first thing I thought of when I heard that they were coming out with like the improved server 64-bit, the first thing I thought of was like, oh, this is finally the like graphical overhaul of Lord of the Rings that we've been wanting for just like forever, right? But I think it has to do more with the server side and the server stability and the just the advances in technology over these many years. Which one of the benefits for players is it seems like this is going to lead to a lot less lag and sort of input weirdness. Although I think the game looks pretty good. I mean, it has a dated look, and it's probably hard for me because I am so used to the game over the years to be like a non-biased. I mean, even my brain just processes it. There's so much nostalgia and even just this little map here. But, you know, and I don't even have everything on ultra, but with just like medium high type graphical settings, I do think it looks pretty good. We are slowly but surely starting to convince some people that maybe things are not as peachy as they seem around these parts. Okay, among other things, we're now headed back out into this land outside of the city, or the little village. And we need to get some boar meat, collect some berries, and then talk to Cal Sprigley, who's down here, to see what he thinks of the threats in the south. So what ends up happening, if everything else is on cooldown, we're using Ceaseless Argument. And that's just kind of the way things are working right now. Oh, we've got 2 points that are available. Interesting. Okay, so we can either go +1 to critical defense. That's never the option. Surely. Shocking touch damage. Wait, we're not even using... Oh, wait. I remember Shocking Touch. We just frankly don't have Shocking Touch yet, right? I'm going to go ahead and discover these skills so that it's easy to see when we do get a new skill. Alright, I don't think we have it yet, although you would hope we're getting it soon since we're putting points into this. I just can't believe that we want critical defense at this stage. So, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this for now. Alright, let's keep pressing forward. I really like the ranged combat is a lot of fun, and the fact that we sort of have a theme of really leaning into the lightning kind of gives us a focus, and so far I am not regretting that decision. Okay. Alright, so we can check in with Cal now that we've got the boar meat we need. I think there's somebody we can sell to over here, so let's go ahead and loot this since we can sell to the farmhand here at Sprigley. Actually, the provision provider. Alright, so let's talk to Cal.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day. Our best hope is to get help from Combe, our neighbors.
Okay, he's sending us to
Let
Combe
Archet fall to Brigand.
so that we can get help from there, and then Will wants us to go search for these guys who are missing. We're gonna get a good
Greetings, friend.
a good weapon upgrade if we do that for him, and we can go ahead and sell these things. So let's go do this first while we're here. We're gonna, spoilers, we're not gonna be able to go to Combe, but we're gonna try to go to Combe to seek their help, like he asked us to, and we might as well sort of attack things on the way, earn a little extra XP here and there. This is one of those old school MMOs. It's got a good balance of XP you get from quest turn-ins, as well as XP you get from just killing things. So we come up, we're trying to get to Combe here. Combe would be through this direction. And the Blackwolds here are just blocking the path. Just nothing we can do about it. All right, so let's get back on our mount here.
This cannot be.
All right.
I must write to Brackenbrook at once.
Hello there.
So thankfully he actually wants to write a letter so that Captain Brackenbrook has yet another piece of evidence showing him, hey, things are not going well. Alright, so we're going to go find these folks that are missing, who haven't come back. They're different farmhands and stuff like that. Here's Thornton Woodley. Check on him. The other thing we're doing is collecting these berries. There's like a couple of different quests we've got over here before we can head back. Alright, so look at what level this thing is. Level 5. We're nowhere near level 6. The question is, do we attempt it? I think we can. I think we're so overpowered early in this game that we probably can attempt that boar. We might want to be a little careful because it would be nice to not die. But if we attack the boar, this should allow us to actually use sustaining bolt in a meaningful way. Alright, let's do it. Let's just try it here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So there's something up here. I think one of the farm hands we need to check on. Unfortunately, it did not give us anything interesting. Let's protect them. Oh, never mind. That was a short leash. Okay. And I believe the other thing we need to do is finish getting the tea. And I guess it looks like there might be one more. Did I say tea? I think they're wanting to make a tea with these bilberries. We got to get one more bilberry bush, I believe. No, two more. Two more, actually. Maybe that's why this space is still like that. Yeah, here's another one. So maybe it'll go away after this. I really am enjoying this character so far. I know it's early, but it's, you know, it's a good sign. I mean, if you're not enjoying it early, that might be a problem. I thought, wait. Okay, I'm not sure what was happening there. That kind of felt like old school Lotro, where you would get a lag and things would just stop. But my character, I mean, that was not what was happening. But
How can I be of service?
that's what it reminded me of. Wait, do they not give us an option? Oh, I didn't remember that we don't get... Oh, that's a bummer. I think that's because... I'm trying to remember. Were Rune-Keepers only elves in the beginning? Not sure. Well, these are for brawlers, and they sell for the most. So I guess I'll just take that. Well, that is a real bummer, because that's a big upgrade getting that weapon at that point. But that's some good silver. We'll take that. Okay. We have turned that in, so now I'm just headed back to Archet here. Okay, we're over here at the hunting lodge. So Captain Brackett's exiled son, John Brackenbrook. Captain Brackenbrook, John Brackenbrook. Anyway, his exiled son, we're coming to ask for his help. Maybe a little tension between John and Captain, but either way.
I presume you're here to bring me ill news from town. Calder Kalb has shown his true colors at last.
There's no reason for me not to do this. Alright, so we're supposed to purchase this quest from the Lotro store. Called a little extra. No. Alright, hold on. Let's see. What does it say? It says talk to him. Oh. Okay, we already have the trait, so it didn't allow us to finish it, but it did make it go away. Okay, so he's sending us on a quest to go defeat the brigands who are very nearby. Now, there's also a quest with this bedroll, but I don't remember at what point it gives that to us. And I think that's an optional quest. It just gives you some early lore. It's actually really cool. If you've never played the game before, definitely... Alright, we're going to attack this level 7 signature mob here. I could be overconfident here. Oh, we've got a new ability. What is that going to do? Get him! Didn't even notice this. Frost damage. Okay, it slows them down, it looks like. We'll put it up here near the fire damage. I mean, not that we would never ever do it, but it's not our main focus. Oh, we got a quest. That's cool. I think it's just you turn it in for, yeah, a little extra XP and a little copper. I do think the game is playing much more smoothly. I mean, it's hard to know for sure. It's been a little while since I've played, but it seems like it is. It seems pretty smooth, to be honest, and that's not something I normally associate with this game. I think this quest got changed at some point. Just added a little bit something different to it. I think it used to be a little more basic. I could be wrong, but what is that sound? I think someone's like hiding somewhere playing music or trying to play music. But it might be something else. Oh, I don't know. I do think one of the really cool things that happens in this game, and like really important quests, especially at a part of the epic quest line, you'll sometimes get like instanced quests. Like we'll have one coming up here. It's a way for them to be able to really like focus in on story. It's really cool. Instead of always having the things happening out in the open world, like to be able to really dial it in on an instanced situation. And we've got one of those coming up. So here's the guy. I think we turned this in. The Marsh Fly Queen quest.
Greetings.
Wait, does he have another quest for
Can I
us?
speak with you a moment?
Ah, crap. This quest has been restored. Yeah, this is an old quest. I remember this from a long time ago. It's another one of those quests that got removed. That's why I was like, I don't remember this, but what it is. I guess we'll do it real quick. Alright, we have finished off, I don't know, navy or gray. That's a hard choice. We have finished off these flies. Let's go back and let John Brackenbrook know what we have discovered?
Good work, my friend. I believe there is hope for us yet. We only need a strategy.
Holy cow. Oh, don't open up all your anniversary gifts if you have as many as I do before heading to Bree. Alright, he wants to go see if the wall is intact. Okay. Yeah, I remember this. Now, this will be interesting. I think early on, these spiders all would attack you on sight. I think at some point it got changed in this part at least, where they would ignore you. Okay, it looks like they're still ignoring. We do need to take out a few of them, though. Go. All right. The wall is still intact. That is great news. We return to Captain Brackenbrook's son, John Brackenbrook, and let him know, yes, things are rough, but the wall is still intact. That's cool that they put that Marshfly quest back in there for the legendary server. I really like that. I've got to set up my shortcut for this. Getting in and off the on and off the mount.
A dead end will surely work in our favor.
Alright, so this is the intro quest. This actually takes us into... Let's just get rid of a couple things here. I don't know what we're going to be picking up. But anything we can do... Wait, can we pick a virtue yet? That's something else that would... Oh, we have 3 available points? Okay. Fate would help us, and tactical crit chance obviously helps us. I think we probably want 5 points in both of these. Let's just kind of double check what Fate's going to do here. Fate, max power and out of combat regen. I'm going to put points in this first. And then... Yes, it looks like we can. Okay, so what would be a good... What about some resistances? Yeah, I think we can earn some innocence. I don't think that's a terrible first choice. It's fine. Hoping we would be able to... How did we get 2 of those hats? That's so weird. I was hoping we'd be able to apply. But it looks like we can't yet. But at least we've chosen something that we're earning. Okay. Let's go. So this goes into that instance quest that I was telling you about.
John Brackenbrook and his hunters have reached the outskirts of Archet to find it already ablaze. A desperate struggle to save their village is about to begin. Hopefully, you have arrived in time.
We have no time to lose. We must save Ned. Archet must still be saved. There are more up ahead.
Just a little AoE at this level would be nice. A little AoE damage.
We must find my father before it's too late.
Where's our friend the dwarf? Looks like we're not picking up loot in here. At least not yet. Alright, here's Atli.
Look, Atli is ahead. All must not be lost. Well met, friend. Is the crafting hall safe? Although the mad badger burns, I still hold out hope.
My father will still be alive, I know it.
Father, I knew you would survive.
Captain Brackenbrook has fully realized his fault in all this. He's trying to protect these hobbits. Oh boy.
No more time for games.
Now the thing I haven't told you is that, you may already know this if you follow this game, one of the things they've added is there are actually now Nazgul roaming the landscape that you can run into while playing this game. It's part of the celebration of these new legendary servers. They've added some new like dynamic events and sort of world bosses that you can find. There also is, just like from the lore and the source material by Tolkien, there's rings of power scattered across the land that you can find. And then if you get one, you get to hold on to it for a few days or whatever, and it makes you way more powerful as a character while you have it. There's some really cool stuff they've added to this game, I think, to sort of celebrate some of the changes they've made recently.
My father was right to trust no one.
With the Blackwold's attack foiled, the people of Archet have begun to rebuild. Yet not all hurts are so easily mended. The fate of the Ranger Amdir remains uncertain and may have dire consequences for Breland. But hope remains that he may yet be saved.
So it's pretty interesting changes.
What do you need?
They need to add a new hobby or two.
Stay a moment.
I definitely feel like that's something that just never got
Might I take a moment of your time?
added that really should have. Alright, we want to be careful here. There's not necessarily a reason to do all the quests that are still in here. Yeah, we'll see. We don't have enough room to do that. I'm glad it told me that, because let's see. They give you so much stuff. All right. What was I going to do? What was I looking for? Those quest items. This. But the problem is, if we turn it in, and we do get rid of the coin, but we just take something else into our inventory, so it actually is not helping at all. Of course, I take the housing items, because housing in Lotro is awesome. So that is the correct choice there.
How may I help you today?
We have 30. Oh yeah, I guess we could have. Another thing I love about this game is crafting, by the way. If you really like crafting in MMOs or crafting in general in games, pretty cool. You know what? I guess we'll deal with it. So this is a good place for us to sort of stop.
Would you do something for me?
Definitely want to take that mission. What is this? Oh, Nanigans, or whatever it's called. Okay, Mithril Trader. Interesting. I sort of forgot there was one here. Okay, this is a good point to pause, and I think before I do anything else, I mean, other than finish up here in Archet, once we get to the next area, I will go ahead and head into Bree and just unload our inventory. But we don't need to do that during this episode. But hey, thanks for checking this out with me. I don't know where I'll go from here in terms of content. If you want to see more, certainly let me know. But maybe this has given you a desire to come back and check out this old gem of an MMO. I certainly really enjoy it. Shocking Touch, by the way. This is the thing that we had put points into. I don't know if there's a way to go a different route with those points. Now it surely will let us. I thought I had something that gave us virtue points right from the beginning, but I might be thinking of this, which just has to do with legendary weapons. No race traits yet. I don't know if there's another way to go. We have a point that's available. But I just don't love having points in this, but you have to put them in something. Maybe critical defense is better, but I don't think you want to use Shocking Touch as a damage dealer anyway. Is it doing something else? Oh, it is increasing the second, so I guess you could argue that's survivability. Maybe it's fine. But I think 4 out of 5 is all I would probably ever do. We'll see. We get Lightning Affinity plus 20% Fury of Storm damage. We can pull up our skills and look at passives. Do we have it yet? I think that... I can't remember if it's unlocked now. Maybe you have to be all the way to here to unlock it. I just feel like it would be listed under our passives somewhere. But I could be wrong. We'll have to track that as we move forward. Anyhow, yeah, this has been fun. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little while. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.